the 2003 Shipwreck Beads Modified Nationals, the Friday night program. Big congratulations. Quick editor's note, due to time constraints, national anthems will follow the entire program. That way I'm sure to get all the racing action in. And no lower camera due to the rainy weather. It was just getting covered with mud early on in the show, so no lower camera for the first part of the show, but it does return right around main event time.
Three for three from the back. Okay, folks, here we go. The first competitive event of the evening is underway.
And Dan Smith will lead him down in the 41 car. We'll see how long he can hold that spot.
It's O'Gorman leading Todd Whipple down the back straightaway into three.
Keep your eyes on the 12 car.
Trouble, Phil, trouble. The sideways, the 12 car of Silva. And getting into the 06, but looks like we're going to stay green. We stay green.
I was just going to say how Silva was working his way into the picture all of a sudden, and he worked his way in just a little too hard.
So it is O'Gorman leading Whipple and Dustin Jenks and Dennis Silva. 1 through 4.
Behind Silva, we've still got Big Wally, Randy Ward, and John Papa, the winner. Brian Papa, the winner last night in the 65 car. This will be the halfway point this time around. This time by halfway. Dustin Jenks putting the pressure on Tom O'Gorman for the lead.
Into turn number 3, Dustin Jenks is going to take the lead. The Chico, California driver is your new leader. And here comes the other number 12 car, Dennis Silva, trying to make the move around O'Gorman as well for second.
And Dustin Jenks, who missed getting here to this event last year due to mechanical troubles in his hauler, going to try to make up for it tonight.
6 laps in the books, just 2 to go now for the 12J of Dustin Jenks. We notice Brian Papa, the 65 car, having his problems here in Heat 1. Battling with Randy Ward back in the field. Here comes the white flag. 1 lap to go for Dustin Jenks. Into 3 and off of 4. Here is your winner at the checkered flag, Dustin Jenks. O'Gorman runs second. Silva coming home in the number 3 spot. And we can't hear you. You ready for Heat 2? All right, Phil, that sounds more like it.
Lights are off the pace truck. We will go green this time by. Jesse Williamson with the initial lead, the number 5 car.
Oh, trouble. Miller and Chadwick and Vincent all coming together, and it's Miller that comes to a stop in turn number 2.
Kellen Chadwick makes his way through the infield. He should be okay.
Getting ready to be put up. All right, Phil, we'll try it again.
Jesse Williamson from Coburg, Oregon, once again will bring him around. In the rain and the sunshine combined, look who took the lead, James Wolford, a local favorite. James Wolford from Seabeck, Washington, kind of surprisingly went to the front.
Williamson and Pappenhausen as we come around to complete lap number 2. Oh, look at them. Slide the cars through the corners, folks. This is dirt modified racing at its best, Phil. Look at them toss these cars into the corner sideways.
James has got to be so happy to lead some of these big hot dogs.
Watch them. They'll toss it into the right, and then they'll crank that steering wheel back to the left.
Uh-oh, trouble for the number 5 car. He goes up a little high, but he gets the car going again. Jesse Williams, he's still in 3rd.
And we've got Vincent coming to a stop in turn 4. Glenn Vincent.
Another tough break for Glenn Vincent. His dream, as he talked at the drivers' meeting tonight, Glenn Vincent, of course, his wife Lisa, and them putting together this race. He, along with a special guest that just showed up tonight, as a matter of fact, Mike Troy, along with Glenn Vincent 4 years ago, they worked hard to get this dream, which was Glenn Vincent's dream, to get going. Now Glenn just has to succeed and get into that A feature.
This is heat 2 of 7. California, Dustin Jenks winning heat 1.
Should see a green this time around. Seebeck's James Wolford having what's one of his best runs of his career.
He's got the Californians and the Oregonians right behind him.
Richard Pappenhausen, the Chico driver, in that 2nd spot. Really getting the pressure now from the number 4 car, Richard Pappenhausen.
Oh, yes. Look at these 5 cars, folks. Oh, so close. Through the sunshine of 3 and 4 to complete lap number 6. 6 down and 2 to go.
Dave Dusty Jr. has moved all the way up into the 3rd spot. He's put the pressure on the number 4 car. He'd like to get in there.
Here comes Pappenhausen. Here comes the white flag. 1 lap to go.
Well, James Wolford, he runs this racetrack every Saturday night. It would be his experience should pay off knowing his way around this racetrack. We'll see if he can hold off.
All these drivers want to earn these valuable points. Wolford up high. Pappenhausen down low. It won't be enough. James Wolford, your winner. Over Pappenhausen.
Local driver to the victory lane once again tonight. They won a couple of local drivers won a couple of heat races last night. What a in the front row, Kenny Miller will lead the way in the 57 car. There is an Oregon driver, Chris Murphy, to the outside in the 05. And Oregon does take the initial jump on the start. Chris Murphy will lead the way, and Chris Murphy's car, by the way, folks, is for sale. The 05 car who's leading this run right now. Craig Moore, the number 14 car who won a heat race last night, would like to make it too.
And he takes the lead, Phil. Craig Moore, your new leader.
Craig Moore, 2-time track champion, showing his stuff right now.
And Phil, again, a lot of these drivers battling for points. They are earning points here. For every car you pass, you gain 3 extra points.
Points is so important because the purse tonight is 6 times what it was last night.
Laps complete, 5 to go. Craig Moore starting to pull away in the 14 car, the Seaback driver.
Oh, Travis Perry slips that white number 6 car by 2 cars, and now he's in the 2nd spot. Craig Moore, Perry, and Chris Murphy, Kenny Miller, and Don Jenner.
Trouble, turn 3. Oh, and McDaniel just gets by. No, he did not. Look at left front damage. Randy McDaniel, the left front, the 1M car. Currently 3rd in the points. There is big time damage to the left front. You see him going into turn 1. Oh my goodness. Randy McDaniel, big trouble.
Tough break for Randy. That is obviously something he's hopefully going to be able to drive it back in and get that repaired for later.
Boy, I can't
concentrate, getting the respectable points, and get in that trophy dash.
But McDaniel is done for now as we go back green.
Craig Moore, who had a pretty sizable lead over Travis Perry, has saw things close down on him now. And Perry now will challenge him. White flag next time by. White flag should be displayed for either Craig Moore or Perry's white number 6 car.
White flag, 1 lap to go. As the right rear of the 14 car flapping away in the wind there.
And Don Jenner once again having more problems in that number 6 car. I think he's going to be looking for the Rainmaker collision shop again.
Phil, the second heat race win for a very happy Craig Moore. Look at him pumping his fist in jubilation out of the side of the car. He's happy about that, and as he should be.
Isn't that something else, folks? 2 wins by the Washington drivers. What do you think, race fans, huh? Can the Washingtonians get...
How many cheering for Oregon? California. All right, Phil, here we go.
Well, Vern Foster will try to get him on the start in the 00 car from Dayton, and Vern does take the early lead. Look at that 55 car trying to sneak his way up. He'll be in the picture before this one's over. Brian Cass from Livermore, California, has snuck up from last, and now he's going to try to take another car. Brian Cass is all of a sudden finding himself in the 4th spot, and Swiglow had to let up on it quickly as they started to bunch up just inside turn 4.
We said earlier, Swiglow here with a chance to gain some ground, if not past McDaniel in the point standings, but he's got to start passing some cars. He hasn't passed anybody yet.
Vern Foster continues to lead, but boy, the pressure is on the 00 car.
Foster leading Oppenham and down the back straightaway. This time by will be halfway. 4 laps down and 4 to go.
Keep your eyes on the 99 car. There's still a Washington driver having a very respectful run, but he just had some contact. Jeff Foster was running a strong 4th, and the 55 got into him, but they're both okay.
Jeremy Ritchie making some serious moves now in the 15R, the Medford, Oregon driver, putting the pressure on the 56 car down the backstretch. A couple of Oregonians battling for the lead, Phil, trying to win one for Oregon for the first time tonight.
They're trying, but here comes the California driver. Brian Cass has come up from the back in the 55 car, and it's still not over.
2 laps to go as they battle down the backstretch. Ritchie, your new leader.
And Jeremy Ritchie from Medford, Oregon, the Rapp Racing sponsored car, looking for the checkered flag. The first Oregonian to win a heat race tonight if he can get it done next time around.
Into 3 and off of 4, your winner will be Jeremy Ritchie. Oppenham second, the 56, the 55 of Cass third, and Foster, a nice job for 4th, and 5th will go to Swiglow.
Greg Deneen, as we try to get another Washington driver to victory lane. Greg Deneen will lead the way with Danny Fowler to the outside. Oh, something may have broke on Greg Deneen's car. He may have slipped a gear or something because he went from the front to the back in a hurry. So racing veteran Keith Crowell, as we go 3 wide in turns 3, somebody has to back out, trying to hold off the number 6 car of Chad Chadwick. So Chad Chadwick takes the lead. Keith Crowell and Gus Cooper coming from the back to challenge for 3rd in 1 lap. Wilson. In the number 4 car, you can see the front end coming off that race car on the straightaway. Here comes Cooper once again in the 0 car, trying to challenge for that 3rd spot. Cooper trying to get in for a 3rd as Keith Prowl tries to hang on to the 2nd spot, and Chad Chadwick checking out, folks. Chadwick is on a mission. He does not want his son to get all the glory this weekend. Oh, Keith Prowl gets up on the hard stuff, and Gus Cooper moves into the 2nd spot. At the same time, the caution does come out, as we even see a spot of sun shining just out of turn 4. Gus Cooper once again to the inside of Keith Prowl. He'll keep it this time. And Scott Lenz also in a challenge there in the red 51. Back in there, but gets back at it again as Cooper takes over that 2nd spot as they go back and forth. White flag. White flag, final time around for Chad Chadwick. The Knights in California veteran racer in the blue number 6 car, Chad Chadwick with the win. Cooper will come home in 2nd, and coming home in 3rd, just at the line, is Scott Lenz of Central Point. As Scott shows a little bit of signs of smoke, and Greg Deneen puts her sideways.
Bill, I had my pit stop, you had yours. We're both ready. We got 4 new fresh tires. We're ready to go, right? Full tank of fuel. Actually, no, we got an empty tank, which is good when you're up here. Oh, here we go. Whatever the case, we're down and away. Down the back straightaway, the 93 car of Ireland, your early leader.
And keep your eyes on Brett James, the Jacksonville, Oregon driver. Those Ron Martin cars are always strong here.
Oh, and Petty way up top into 1 and 2. As Bradley pulls to the infield. As we complete lap number 2, it's John Ireland. Leading Aaron Sheeler. Sheeler drops down low and takes the lead. And here comes Weldon. Weldon now 2nd. Northern Oregon leading Southern Oregon.
Scott Weldon of Medford. And look still doing battle with Sheeler.
And look at Benedetti, Phil, all the way from the back to 3rd.
He finished 3rd in the feature last year. He wants those points tonight. He wants a better starting spot.
No driver tonight yet has moved from the back all the way to the front for a win. Benedetti trying to be the first one to do it. It's Oregon 1. Oh, trouble. Weldon spinning. Look out. Look out. And yeah, no contact. How about that?
What a great job. You know, that's what you see, race fans, when you put a bunch of champions from all over the Northwest on the same race.
Gatorade too, Phil. That stuff's good for that deep down body thirst.
That's what Mark Martin says. Okay, Sheeler will lead him around. We'll see a green this time. Here we go. But you're right. Keep an eye on John Benedetti.
So Weldon all the way to the back to Benedetti, trying to be the first one to start last and finish first in his heat race tonight. He's running 2nd right now. Slips back a little bit there.
He may have slipped back too much, Fred, because the white flag is going to come this time around as Aaron Sheeler trying to do it again tonight.
Yeah, DeBenedetti's really going to have to put the foot to the floor here. Oh, careful, DeBenedetti drift way high again coming off of 4. White flag, 1 to go.
Final time around for Aaron Sheeler, who left the Grove this weekend second in the point standings when he headed up here. He'll look for the checkered flag. He's got such a big distance. Checkered will fly for Aaron Sheeler, the Springfield, Oregon driver. So Oregon getting on the roll here at late, huh?
DeBenedetti takes second and Ireland third. How
Chevrolet Pace truck, he pulls off. We're going green this time around.
Through 3 off of 4 slowly. Green flag.
And Bruce Rayburn Jr. quickly to the point. He wastes no time when he knows how important it is to get this baby tonight.
Phil, just like we did at the hotel this morning, he has checked out. He's gone.
Yeah, but he didn't forget his coat, I'm sure, Fred.
He doesn't need a coat. He's hot. Look at him go.
He's very hot because he knows the points are so important in this one. He wants a great start for the big money tonight.
17X car running second. That's Mike Graham out of Vancouver, but not for long. Quinn moves to second.
If he wins this baby, he'll be able to buy a new coat tonight.
3 laps down and 5 to go. Oh, the 17X dropping way back as he drifts high. Dean Smith moves to 4th.
Bruce Rayburn Jr. continues to lead. Chris Quinn having another great run tonight in that white number 23 car.
We're halfway home, 4 down and 4 to go. Bruce Rayburn Jr. running away with this one.
He may be running away, Fred, but Chris Quinn, the Longview, Washington driver, once again having a great run tonight in his heat race.
Oh, and Weinberger blows up and spins to the infield as the 17X way up high. Graham, and we got a yellow flag. A couple of cars in a little bit of trouble there, Phil, for it to happen. Bruce Rayburn Jr. will lead the field single file to the green. Can't pass anybody till you pass that cone. And that big lead that Rayburn had moments ago, Phil, that's all gone. He's got Quinn right behind him.
And Chris Quinn, who ran very well last night, looks like he's on fire again tonight in that white 23 car, and he'll try to run down Rayburn Jr.
It's Oregon leading Washington. Off of 2 down the backstretch. It'll be white flag next time.
And look at Ron Possinger. He's been kind of quiet in this heat race. He's knocking on the back end of the 23 car.
Oh, look at this. White flag, folks. 1 lap to go. Rayburn trying to go the distance.
The Eagle Point, Oregon driver trying to win another one tonight, and this could do it for him. But here comes Chris Quinn. Who's going to win it? Rayburn Jr., Quinn. And right at the end, Ron Possinger.
And Dane Smith from the...
He knows how to get around any racetrack. Lights are off, we're going green.
9 cars, 15 laps. The first of 4 main events tonight.
Here we go. Drivers got to remember they don't have to win it. They just got to finish the top 2 spots. Won't make any difference. Although James Wolford, he would love to have a great run. He's looking strong already. Tom O'Gorman hanging on, but look at the battle for 3rd right now. And Clint Petty has just put the 42 car into the 3rd spot.
cars out of shape down the front straightaway. Your leader down the backstretch, James Wolford out of Bremerton. Won his heat race earlier as Bruce Rayburn, the Rabbit Jr. to third. This guy, Phil, he had problems last night, didn't get to qualify. That's why he's stuck way back here in this D main. But boy, this guy can haul the mail. Let's watch. This could be a long night for him. If he could move up into the top two, he could go a long way tonight.
Exactly, but you know these front two cars are going to have something to try to keep from him doing that, no doubt about it. They build race cars for a living, so if anybody knows how to get one of those cars around a dirt track, the Rayburns do.
Watch that 26 car every lap getting closer to the top two.
As James Wolford continues to lead, and Tom O'Gorman, they can just about see Rayburn Jr. in their mirror.
And lap traffic soon to be a factor too, Phil.
Who would have thought you'd have lap traffic in a 15-lap event, but you do, and you're right, they're coming on, and they're going to be coming on them pretty quick.
And, you know, Rayburn's still got a lot of time. We're not halfway there yet.
He's definitely reeled in the second-place car of Tom O'Gorman as James Wolford continues to lead it in the white 58 car.
We are halfway right now. 7.5 down, 7.5 to go. Heavy traffic for your leaders.
Wolford's got to make the right decision, and he does so far. On the bubble, it's Bruce Rayburn Jr. as Petty starting to fade back in that 42 car.
Okay, your leaders now, your top three with some open racetrack in front of them as we complete lap number 9. 6 laps to go. Now Rayburn really he's got to start now. He's got to start to pedal a little harder, Phil, because he hasn't gained a lot of ground on the top two over the last couple of laps.
And he knows he's got to pedal hard, and these two drivers in front of him, they know he's coming up in a hurry.
Now there's just 5 to go, and now he must have heard us because he's right there now on the bumper of O'Gorman.
Trying to take O'Gorman, and James Wolford saying, I got to get out of here, and real quickly. We got one sitting the opposite direction. That's Danny Fowler. Oh, just as Rayburn was trying to make his move.
Yeah, I don't think Bruce Rayburn's going to like this yellow. He had the momentum, Phil.
26 car. He sits on the bubble right now. Will he sit there for long?
Remember, you can't pass anybody till you pass the code.
Well, James Wolford is going to have his hands full right now. Wolford or Gorman can't settle back now. He's also got to try to go to the front because Rayburn's closing in on him in a hurry. Bruce Rayburn Jr. working over the back end, and you're right, see, it's going to make a challenge for the lead. Here he comes! Oh, Wolford can't hold them both off!
Oh, my goodness, throw a blanket over these three. Look at this battle for the lead.
They're actually touching out there as Bruce Rayburn, he knows when it's time to go.
3 laps to go down the backstretch. Will he go for the win, or is he happy for second?
It looked like O'Gorman and Wolford were just kind of going 1 and 2, but they had to race each other because here comes the number 26 car.
And O'Gorman is not done yet with 2 laps to go. 2 to go, Phil.
Here comes Bruce Rayburn. Now Wolford, he wants to win this. He doesn't care about settling for second spot.
Folks, this isn't the A, the B, or the C. This is the D main. White flag, 1 to go.
Final time around when they put the money on the line. Look, they're going at it now.
O'Gorman's back to second, Phil.
O'Gorman in second. Now will Rayburn get a run? And maybe Wolford might pull this off yet, but maybe not. Here they comes, James Wolford, O'Gorman, and Bruce. Oh, the contact! Oh, no! Oh, that's not the way they wanted to see it. James Wolford with the win and contact between the second and third place car.
Oh, my goodness gracious. How does Tom O'Gorman feel right now? Oh, my. A little controversy here, Phil, in our first main event. Let's hear it for these drivers. What a race. Here, the C main event. Green flag. Brett James to the early lead. Down the backstretch. Ahead of Meerbauer. the track. Will we complete a lap? Clint Petty looks like, can he pull it in? Come on, Clint, pull it to the infield, buddy. Pull it to the infield. No, he can't do it. So, all right, single file restart. Remember, you can't pass anybody until you pass the cone. 1 lap complete. Oh, and it's Brett James getting a great start. Brett James taking off to a big lead down the backstretch. Bierbauer trying to hang on to second. Watch the battle for the lead. Don't forget about those cars trying to move up from the back of the pack that were in the D main. And it looks like, unfortunately, we have lost Bruce Rayburn, that second place car, from the D main as Vincent gets out of shape in 3 and 4. So the midnight ride of Bruce Rayburn Jr. has come to an end. Again, you can watch the laps go by on the scoreboard. 20 laps, the distance in this one. Number 6, that red, white, and blue 88. Former sprint car driver Brett James. Bierbauer, the race for second, folks. So we've got a spin in turn 1. Spin in turn 1, we go yellow. This is in 2 weeks' time. Once again, Brett James out of Jacksonville, Oregon, leads the field to the green. Watch those cars moving up from the back of the field. Wolford trying to work his way up into 58. Remember, the D main winner. Along with the 5 car of O'Gorman, trying to move up from the D to the C to the B. Top 4 cars, though, pulling away right now. Next time I will be halfway. It's Brett James leading Kevin Bierbauer. Oppenham and Whipple, we're halfway. 10 complete and 10 laps to go. Oh, look at this. Look at this. 3 of them together swapping paint. Now the front straightaway. It's still James, Bierbauer, and Oppenham. Laps in the books now. 12 complete and 8 laps to go. Bierbauer underneath James, but James slams the door shut. Now, if you're in the top, oh no, trouble! Up before Bierbauer gets spun by Oppenham, just like what happened. 2-3. Here we go. Underneath James to the lead. Kevin Bierbauer, your new leader. top three, folks. The top three move on. They all want to get there. They don't want their night to end early. Oh, now it's the 4 car. Whipple underneath James. Brett James all of a sudden with problems in the 88. Here comes Murphy now, trying to take that final transfer spot. With 5 laps to go, just 5 to go. The race is for third. A couple of Oregon drivers. The 88 of James, the 05 of Murphy. And look, moving all the way up from the D main, the 5 car. O'Gorman moving up from the D main. He's right there. He wants third. 4 laps to go. Bierbauer continues to lead. Still Whipple running second. Again, oh, trouble! Trouble! Your 3rd, 4th, and 5th place cars all involved. Oh, my. Watch the race for the lead. Watch the race for third. Glenn Vincent is 4th. Vincent, but he's only got 1 lap left. Here's the white flag, 1 lap to go now. Bierbauer, the leaders, the top 3, try and stretch out their lead. Into 3 and off of 4, your winner. He's from Elma, Kevin Bierbauer. 2nd place, Whipple. 3rd to Murphy, and 4th to Vincent. 5th. It's the dash for cash, $500 and a spot. The pole position for the main event. Here we go. Oh, it's Gus Cooper to the early lead. And look at this battle for second. A couple of Southern Oregon drivers right there. DiBenedetto and Papa. Here comes Chadwick now, the 83 car. As Gus Cooper drifts way up. DiBenedetto down low. Does he have it up? The 0 car, side by side, down the back stretch. Into 3, Gus Cooper tosses it sideways with a nice move to open up the lead once again as Chadwick moves to 2nd. Kellen Chadwick has moved from 5th to 2nd in 2 laps. Chadwick, the man on the move, the 18-year-old to the inside of Cooper. Cooper shuts the door. Into 3 and off of 4. Down the straightaway. Looks like Chadwick will take the lead. Kellen Chadwick. Oh, baby, what a move. Cooper running second. DiBenedetto is 3rd. Papa, Swiglow, McDaniel. 4 laps down and 2 to go for the kid. He has got the right combination here in this one anyway. As he looks at the white flag, 1 more lap to go for Kellen Chadwick. The question right now, who's going to start beside him on the front row? Look at the race for 2nd. As Cooper drifts way up, oh, Cooper goes from 2nd to last on the last lap. Your winner, the winner of the main event last year, will start on the pole this year. Kellen Chadwick. DiBenedetto 2nd, Papa, Swiglow, McDaniel, and a frustrated Gus Cooper.
Phil, how much is it? Well, on behalf of Martelli's Distributing, we're happy to bring you $500. And by the way, the gentleman and some other folks for desk have also put $50 in, so $550 extra tonight. Congratulations to you, buddy.
And the number 9, Jack Parshall from Hoquiam. 25 lap, B main, underway.
some great racing down there. We hope it continues on in this feature.
As we try and complete a lap here, Phil. Oh, we've got cars everywhere in turn 3, and we go yellow. We have got a yellow flag, and
here we go. Should see a green this time around. Vancouver's Don Jenner will lead them for the start. Everybody trying to charge in. We've got some contact, and everybody makes it through. Ron Possinger all of a sudden finds himself in the second spot. He's getting on with the program.
Glenn, thank you so much. Shipwreck Meads and all of your support. Here we go. Green flag. Phil, here we go. We're back underway.
Well, Don Jenner will lead him around, a Vancouver driver. Start him out front. Ron Possinger trying to go for the lead to the inside of Don Jenner. Not as important as it is to just finish in that top 4 spot. And here comes Craig Moore. Just put that number 6 car into the final spot. Trying to get into the 8th feature to try to run with his son, Kellen Chadwick, tonight. Ron Possinger, Don Jenner, Chad Chadwick, and one car sitting around in turn number 3, and it looks like the Chris Murphy car. Has made the exit. We'll go back to green. Here we go. Possinger, Jenner, Chadwick, Moore, and the 51 car slips up, drops back, comes up. Oh, look at the 99 car. Jeff Foster runs in a little too hard, gets into the back end of Craig Moore, and they stack him up out there. Little excitement there as he saw himself all of a sudden in the 5th spot.
Glenn Vincent again, thank you for your support. And Phil Martelli once again. They are bumper to bumper down the backstretch.
How important is this race? Last chance to get in for the money tonight. This is the last chance for these guys to get into the final lineup. Possinger continues to lead, but what a battle for second between Don Jenner and Chad Chadwick. Eric Bray in the 06 car getting into that final transfer spot right now. On the bubble right now, it's Craig Moore, his first-time driver in the 06 car, getting himself a chance, a shot to move into the big money. Trying to do what very few have been able to do. First-year modified driver riding in that 4th spot, and Craig Moore on the bubble.
Oh, Phil, there's just tremendous racing all over the track. We got a great race for the lead, but really the race is for 4th, and that final transfer spot. Here, look at the 75 car on the move. The Canadian driver, Graham Cook, out of Port Hardy, British Columbia, trying to make a charge for fourth.
As you mentioned, he was working his way up, sneaking his way up through the field. Yeah, we know the lead cars are probably going to get in. The battle is right back there in the backstretch right now.
And Phil, still a long way to go. We are just now halfway. We're halfway.
Passenger, Jenner, Chadwick. Who will get that final four spot? Scott Miller has moved himself up. Now he is getting into the picture.
Oh, Eric Bray with Jesse Williamson all over him in the battle for fourth. And Graham Cook right there, the 75, he's running sixth. The 26 car of Scott Miller waiting for something to happen there as well. But Phil, if you're running back in the field, you're running out of time now.
You're running out of time. You can see the 06 car cannot just settle back for that fourth spot because he is under so much pressure. The British Columbia driver, he's getting in the picture now, Graham Cook.
9 laps to go. Graham Cook, the 75. Look at this, folks, for fourth. Oh, and Cook's going to take himself out. Oh, my. Going for that fourth and final transfer spot, Phil, and he just went into turn one a little too hard out of Medford. And his first time here, he's hanging on to fourth.
Final 9 laps, getting ready to crank up. You know, you'd think these guys could settle back for second and not try to race for a win, but they've got to continue to race hard because everybody else is coming through the field. They cannot sit back and hold that second or third spot. Scott Miller from Shelton all of a sudden finds himself running in that sixth battle. That battle for that final spot.
You know the local fans would love to see Scott Miller and Craig Moore get up into the top four.
Well, Scott Miller will do everything he can. He's got a race win this year, too, here at the racetrack, so he's familiar with this surface.
Foster spinning in two, and do we stay green? No, yellow flag. Washington, California, Oregon.
Passenger, Don Jenner, Chad Chadwick. Eric Bray, so far hanging on to that spot. Boy, does he have the pressure coming on him. 5 to go this time by. 4 times around, 4 around, and there's the battle for the fourth spot, and there is a change now.
Jesse Williamson takes fourth place away from Eric Bray.
Oh, and Scott Miller! Scott Miller has just ran into the problems of the 26 car. He has pulled the car in while running fifth.
Oh, my, what a tough break for Miller. With 3 laps to go, 3 to go. Craig Moore, the 14, trying to put one more local car in the main event, but he's got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
You're right, because Passenger bringing him around with Jenner, Chadwick. White flag going to be displayed the next time around. Should be the white flag. Jesse Williamson hanging on to that final spot just behind Chadwick. Final time around, Ron Passenger, but hey, the number 6 car, Don Jenner, he acts like he wants to win this race.
Oh, he better be careful though, Phil.
You're right.
You don't want to jeopardize that move up spot.
You're right. All he's got to do is finish second, but he's seeing a win. I don't know if he's got enough for Passenger. Here comes Don Jenner. Oh, Ron Passenger Bossinger holds him off, but Jenner makes another great finish.
Jenner second. Chadwick will join his son in the main event. Williamson fourth, and Eric Bray, gosh darn it, he'll be the alternate.
The inaugural winner of the Modified Nationals in 2000, Gus Cooper.
On the outside of row number 2, the 76 car. He is currently third in the points locally with 2 wins from PL John Swinglow. And on the inside, the 65. He was the 2001 champion of this race. The top point guy after the heat races tonight from Central Point, Oregon, Brian Papa.
On the front row, the number 0 car, also from Central Point, John DiBenedetti. And in the number 83 car, trying to make it 2 in a row, Kellen Chadwick.
Race fans, it's that time of the night. Get everybody up on your feet. The 40-lap main event. It's the 4th annual Shipwreck Beads Northwest Modified Nationals. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your feature main event of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Pump the shit, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it in. Y'all ready for this? I like to move it, move it. 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 I like to move it, move it.
Welcome to the big show.
It doesn't get any better than this. Are you ready for the final race of the night? 40 laps, brought to you by Shipwreck Beads. Sit back or stand up on the edge of your seats and enjoy yourselves, folks. Chadwick will bring them around. We're going green this time. I'll take mine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Phil. Off of 4, slowly, DiBenedetti and Chadwick lead the field to the green flag.
McDaniel would love to win this one. He'll waste no time getting up there. Gus Cooper putting the pressure already on him. 20 laps normal than these guys are used to. Oh, we got a lot of trouble. Oh, in turns 1 and 2.
Phil, it's Weldon, Pappenhausen, Ronnie Wilson. There might be another car there behind the scoreboard. And again, it's cars back in the field trying to get to the front.
We're going to head out of town, buddy.
All right,
Here
folks.
we go.
Green flag.
Kellen Chadwick, right where he started. Trouble once again. Trouble in. They have a lot of yellow flags tonight. Look at Papa trying to get under John DiBenedetti. And Randy McDaniel, as you said, he's kind of sneaking up on the field tonight. Kellen Chadwick continuing to lead at the battle for second, third, and fourth. In for the second spot.
Kellen Chadwick, the man of the hour here right now.
Kellen Chadwick, John DiBenedetti, Brian Papa, John Swiglow, and Randy McDaniel. Once again, trouble on the backstretch. Currently, we're going to stay under the green flag.
Yeah, it was Weldon, the 19. He got going again. The other car, we can't tell who it is. Just off the backstretch. We stay green. That's Jenner again. Don Jenner.
Just for a moment, Brian Papa stuck his nose under John DiBenedetti, but he had to back out of it.
Your B-main winner, the 22 car Passenger. Passenger has moved up to 9th from the B-main.
Sneaking his way up through the field. Still a long ways to go. There's no reason to get your nose in trouble out there.
And the leader's dad, Kellen Chadwick's dad, Chad Chadwick, has moved to 10th from the B-main. So the son is running first, dad's running 10th.
Boy, you can see Brian Papa wants to get that 65 car underneath John DiBenedetti. He wants to be the repeat winner.
And look at Randy McDaniel, the grizzled veteran, running 4th. He knows how to pace himself.
1/4 of a way done. We've got 10 out of the 40 laps completed.
It's California, Oregon, Oregon, California, Washington. John Swiglow running 5th. As Dustin Jenks comes to a stop, we again go yellow.
Here we go. We should see a green around 11 out of 40 laps completed so far. So far, Fred, the yellows might have something to do with it, but definitely not a runaway at this point by Kellen Chadwick.
And Passenger, your B-main winner, is now 8th. The 22 Passenger, now 8th.
Look at Brian Papa once again, the 65 car, won it a couple of years ago. He keeps putting that car under John DiBenedetti. This time Papa might get him. Just doesn't quite have enough on the straightaway.
They race against each other every weekend in Medford and in Wairika. Elma back straightaway. Papa takes 2nd.
He moves into 2nd this time and looks like he might have enough to try to run down Kellen Chadwick.
So the winners of this race, former champions, running 1st and 2nd right now.
Look at McDaniel. Been quiet most of the night. All of a sudden, he's in 4th spot. He's getting into the thick of things.
Dustin Jenks again off the track to the infield. He'll get her going again, though, as he rejoins in the back of the pack. We're coming up on halfway. 20 laps will be the halfway point.
Boy, John DiBenedetti does not want to give up yet. He is staying right there, trying to find a way around the 65 car. Oh, Papa gets a little loose, and McDaniel's just about had a way to sneak it in there. I think you're going to be right. He's very smart, isn't he? Not hammering the car up, not going in too hard. He's got to mess up and he'll get in there.
Not much lap traffic to deal with so far. This field is very, very competitive. And lap traffic won't be a factor for quite a while.
Just about at the halfway point, too. We're just a lap shy of halfway. Now look at Kellen Chadwick. As these guys race for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Chadwick now putting the most distance he's had tonight between the 2nd place car.
Looks like Jenks will park it now in the infield. He's done the 12 car, and we're halfway. 20 laps complete and 20 to go here in the 4th annual. Shipwreck beats Northwest Modified Nationals halfway home.
And at the halfway point, Shadwick is now putting his foot to the floor. He knows the money's getting closer.
Dennis Silva is now 5th. John Swiglow has dropped back 1 spot to 6th. 2 Washington drivers started this race. They're both still out there, the 76 of Swiglow and the 6X of Jenner. Gus Cooper is smoking, Phil. A lot of smoke starting to come from the 0C of Cooper. I don't know if that's going to go the distance.
The 2000 winner of this event, and you're right, it's not going to go the distance. Looks like it could be a tough break for Gus Cooper, who won this event in the year 2000.
Yeah, he's done. He's done. That motor, I would say, has just expired. And let's see if he can pull it off the track on the backstretch or not. Yes, he will. Nice job of driving. We will stay green. Tough luck for Gus Cooper.
Definitely he will not repeat. Laps to go, 15 to go. Kellen Chadwick, the 83 car, continues to lead.
But he's not running away with it, Phil, by any means.
No, Brian Papa and Randy McDaniel have seen to close it in a little bit.
So it's California leading. Oregon running second, California third, Oregon is fourth, Oregon fifth, and then the Washington driver, Swiglow, running sixth. They're really pulling away now, the top 6. And again, Possinger, he keeps moving up. He's up to 7th now from the B main.
Unless we have a yellow, these leaders are going to deal with some pretty good traffic here in a few laps. Through the traffic. I think he'll get these guys up there to the laps and he'll get there.
10 laps to go. 30 laps complete. It's been all Kellen Chadwick trying to become the first 2-time winner of this event.
And we just discussed about it. We believe they're going to get in this other traffic within the next 10 laps. That could play a crucial role for the win.
Trying to get around Dave Dusty Jr. right now, the 73 car, as they go into turn number 1. Nice job by Dusty, Phil. He moves right up out of the way and lets the leaders go by. That's what you call good driving.
He did do it. Papa had to let up just a little bit, but they are starting to close in, trying to close in on Kellen Chadwick.
It's crunch time now, Phil. If you're going to make a move, you've got to make it now because there's only 7 laps to go and Chadwick is pulling away.
Somebody told Chadwick that there was $6,000 being waved at him right now because all of a sudden I think he is starting to check out, buddy. Yeah, he's going. He may not even hit these cars.
Papa second, McDaniel third, DeBenedetti fourth, Silva fifth, Swiglow sixth.
This time by, there'll be 5 more to go, 5 more laps to go for Kellen Chadwick in the 83 car. Papa, car 65 in second, and Randy McDaniels, they're running out of time, Fred.
Phil, you know those guys running second and beyond would love a yellow flag. They need a yellow flag for one last shot at Chadwick.
Yeah, because it doesn't necessarily appear that Chadwick's actually going to hit this traffic, and if he does, it's only going to be about a lap or 2 to go. If he does get up in traffic, the first car he's going to reach might be his dad, Chad Chadwick. I don't think he'll have a problem going around him.
Boy, oh no! It's McDaniel who has just blown up, and we've got that yellow flag.
Oh,
McDaniel has just blown the engine while running third. First it was Cooper, and now McDaniel with 4 laps to go, Phil. 4 laps to go. Two former winners running first and second. Green flag.
Well, we'll see if the yellow had a difference there, because Brian Papa, his last chance to get around Kellen Chadwick. And Kellen Chadwick, he is young and he is driving smart.
Three laps to go now. 3 to go.
These guys can see the dollar signs now. If they've got anything left, they got to do it right now.
2 laps to go for Chadwick as he tries to win it 2 years in a row. Trouble, turn 4. It's Aaron Sheeler spinning, and we're going to have another yellow, Phil.
Right now, Kellen Chadwick will pull him down.
Cool as a cucumber. Green flag. Down the back straightaway. Again, Chadwick looking so very smooth. Papa with 1 lap left. White flag, Phil. 1 lap to go.
Final time around, but look at the battle back here for the 5th spot. Everybody's trying to get into it. Oh, there's contact with Poppin and Swiggle. Swiggle. Oh, Swiggle gets the bad end of the deal. Oh, here we come, and I don't think we're going to see a finish. We are going to see a caution flag.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
A caution flag comes out at the end. Swiggle, there is contact as the 22 comes together with...
Oh, my goodness gracious. John Swiglow driving the race of his life. Here we go.
Now, Freddie has no problem. He pulls away, and he pulls away in a hurry.
He sure does, Phil. Once again, he will look at the white flag. 1 lap to go for Kellen Chadwick.
Final time around, Kellen Chadwick. The real battle right now is for second between Brian Papa and John DiBenedetti. But Kellen Chadwick, the 18-year-old youngster out of California, will try to come home for the 2nd consecutive time in the 4th annual Shipwreck Beads Nationals. Kellen Chadwick, Brian Papa, John DiBenedetti, and I'll tell you what, Kellen may have been quiet after the trophy dash, but he has got to be excited for this one.
And he's got to right now be saying, finally, it's over, and they can relax, because those last few yellow flags, you know, had to have him wondering. Race fans, 63 drivers here this weekend. Let's hear it for all of them. What a great weekend of racing. Somebody might run out of fuel here.
Aaron Sheeler's even getting into the program.
Let's hear it for him, folks.
What's the 45 car doing out there? He didn't even... There he is. Yeah, good.
Let's see how much emotion he shows now, Phil.
Yeah, check that out. A lot more than that trophy dash, wasn't it?
And there's Dad. First one there.
That's cool.
His dad, Chadwick. Well, let's wait till he gets the helmet off.
That's great.
Man, 17 years old last year, he wins. 18 years old this year, he wins again. The first 2-time winner of this event, back to back. 2002, 2003. He's got his helmet off, race fans. He can hear you. The first 2-time winner of the Northwest Modified Nationals, Kellen Chadwick.
And Fred, not only 2 times, but 2 times in a row.
Back-to-back in Washington. For Mr. California. Let me tell you, Kellen's heart's beating. I can feel it from here. Congratulations, Kellen. How's it feel, buddy?
Oh, it's awesome. I don't even know what to say.
Back-to-back national modified wins. Congratulations. You ran a good race. Had a lot of hot shoes right behind you, buddy.
Yeah, I heard them back there. I've seen them a couple times. It was just, I was hoping if I just stayed on the bottom and didn't make no mistakes that they weren't going to drive around me on the outside.
How's it feel?
It's awesome.
Let's go over here by your car, and we'll take a picture, and we'll get a picture on the podium. I'm going to go to second.
Second place, buddy. Well, I wasn't man enough. He was a stud, and we were just running for second. I'm happy to get that. I hit the wall early, and the car started going away, but second's good. Thanks for putting the children around field and all the sponsors, rap racing, the game tire, Bill, Bill, and Brian, Gary, all the guys. Thanks, it's awesome.
Congratulations. Ron Martin Wholesale and Bayless Racing Engines. Larry Bayless put the motor together for this thing, and it runs awesome. We had a little problem on our restarts, but we'll get that fixed. Flexmaster lift axles, Bill's back with service, Met for plating. Everybody that helps support this thing, I really appreciate all that they do. Bob, my pit guys, Bob, Jimmy, and just everybody, man, we work our butts off on these cars and put in the hours, lots and lots of hours, all of us. Congratulations to Kellen, that was awesome. Brian, you got the 3 fastest cars, and it isn't very often that happens. You know, usually somebody gets tore up. It's unfortunate Randy lost a motor, but I'm just glad to be here. I got Jack Fordyce, George Hespy, I'm sure down there amidst all the action as well somewhere. Never know where these photos are going to end up.
Well,
Racing Wheels National Speed Sport News. There they are, folks, your top 3 for 2003. Chadwick, Papa de Benedetti. And congratulations as well, the 45 car, Aaron Sheeler as well. Great run. 4th place, 3rd here 2 years ago, 4th this year. Nice job, Aaron.